knee-deep in mud, digging up little bits of flint around, sites and brawling, and I'd be very, very happy now.
Next question, what's your name over here?
By the way, that's unless I don't mind, but if those freaks are watching the gate, it's not going to happen.
We had a great time, I've always been very, very lucky to work with lovely casts, and this film was no exception. We had Kieran Hines, who obviously I'd worked with a little bit on Potter, and then by the time we came to reshoot his scene as Aberforth, we had worked with each other for 12 weeks on Woman in Black, so we got to know each other quite well over sort of that 4-month period. And yeah, so Kieran's great. Kieran's probably the person I had the most to do with. Janet Mattia is a wonderful, wonderful actress, but she was only, I think she said this was the only time in her career where she's had as many days rehearsal as she has had filming. We did 4 days rehearsal with Janet and 4 days filming. So it was, it was a very quick film. It's not like Potter where you film for 11 months. This is a relatively a much shorter shoot. It's only at 3 months. And yeah, but I mean, there's a whole load of great British actors in this. I mean, Sean Dooley is in it, who played Mr. Fisher. Tim McMullen played Mr. Jerome. I mean, loads of really, really good English character actors who do some fantastic work, and it was a pleasure for me to work with them. I'm trying to think anybody else in the cast who no, I mean, it was just, we had a really, really good time on this film. What was interesting was that at the time we were filming this, Potter had just finished, and about 5 or 6 other big movies were filming all around England. There was X-Men, Warhorse, and Duke of Grey, and loads of films. And all the people from Potter went on to all those movies, and a lot of people came on to Woman in Black. And we were just on this low-budget, independent movie shooting in the studio, and all my other friends had gone on to these big films, and they were just having a horrible time. We were on this little movie having a lovely, it was really, really good fun. They were on these big things and just going, oh God, this is, because Potter, again, we were very lucky for 10 years. We had such a good time. And you're reminded that often film sets are quite tense places. I mean, I've been very fortunate so far. I've had a good time on whatever I've worked on. But you hear stories from people who have a really rough time.
Again, a reminder, just talk right in the mic as loud as you can. What's your name?
Hi, my name's Emily Kuklinski, and I was curious, you've had a great variety in the types of shows you've been a part of. You've been in Broadway, you've been in movies, and you've also participated in certain TV shows. I was wondering if you had any preference to see, would you like to do more Broadway or movies in your future?
I would like to mix it up for as long as I possibly can. For as long as I've got the energy to do Broadway, I want to keep coming back because I love it, and I think I get better as an actor on stage. I think as well, because I think generally speaking, if something frightens you or takes you out of your comfort zone, then that's the place where you're going to learn, not just about yourself as an actor, but about yourself as a person. So I want the ideal for me is that I will, spend the next few years just, building up as diverse a body of work as I possibly can. I want to do stage, I want to do film, I want to do TV because it's so quick. And also the series you do, there shouldn't be, I think there was a time, maybe 10 or 20 years ago, when it really was a status thing. If you're a film actor, you're a film actor. If you're a theatre actor, you're a theatre actor. If you're a TV actor, you're a TV actor. And there was nothing, there weren't really any lines being crossed, it was, and I think there is still today a certain snobbery from film actors about doing TV and I think that's ridiculous. I mean, if you close yourself off entirely to one medium, you close yourself off to so many brilliant parts and exciting opportunities, and I just don't quite understand why people do that. So no, I don't really have a preference. I suppose, I mean, film is a very nostalgic, very romantic place for me because it's where I've grown up and it's my childhood, and I love the industry and I love being on set and I love the whole process of making a film. So I suppose if I did have to pick, it would be film, but I don't think that there's going to be like, my career is not going to just be about one thing or about one medium. I want it to be as varied as possible.
Thank you.
Next question, what's your name?
Hi, this is Michaela David, and I was wondering how you choose the type of scripts to look at and what movies you might decide to do.
I think, to be honest, I trust my instincts and I trust that I have good taste. And when I was reading this script, you read a lot of really bad scripts. So when a good one comes along, you know it. And you know because of the style of the writing and because of, the part. If it basically comes down to the part, the overall, quality of the script and the director. And if those three things are all interesting and exciting, then the chances are I will want to be involved. I mean, I read this script, I think 4 hours after finishing our last shot on number 7, and I read it about 4 hours later, and I was reading it on the plane, going, oh my God, this is scary. I'm just reading this and this is frightening. So chances are, if we make a film of it, it will really scare people. So it was just, generally speaking, when you read a script, you just know if it's something you want to be involved in or not. And